Okay, you're local, you're having a school, there's no opera house, no opera singers, no Shakespeareans, no Shakespearean theaters. You have to go local. So we found a troupe of local dancers. This all comes from the incredible mind of Putu Whitson, and he has the most incredible Balinese mind. He is recreating and reinterpreting a lot of Balinese dance. And we added our expatriate population of the school and our Balinese population of the school, and they got down and started mud wrestling. And this is a young man showing Putu, who's boss. Balinese have the most gentle martial art. Putu Whitson has like 3 black belts in different forms. But they wrestle in the mud, so the landings are soft, and everybody has a terrific amount of fun. This is a young woman from the village. She's been in the troupe for 4 months, and she is not only beautiful, she's dangerous. She's on the full moon, we're celebrating Buddha's birthday, and I know he's your guy. And please come to the Green School on the full moon, which is next Saturday, and enjoy this incredible performance. Putu Whitson is going to find a white Buddha in the river, and it's going to be an incredible show. Starts at 6 o'clock. Change rooms. You all spent time in change rooms. Hopefully you didn't all have your first sexual experience there, but they're notoriously ugly. And so we had to make the change rooms. The girls tell us that the boys look through the cracks in the bamboo, and we're going to have to do something about that. But these are the change rooms. One of the ideas was, while we built, to build buildings that a farmer could come out of the hills and understand. Farmers from the hills in Bali will not understand stainless steel. They will not understand titanium. They will not understand many things. This building is built from grass, bamboo, local river stone, and mud. And it does have a plastic skylight, but it is something that is not only being understood by local Balinese, it's starting to be copied by them. This is the dramatic scene for the full moon ceremony. This is Mapandigan, which is the Balinese name for the martial art that we practice at the school. The gym. Angry mothers are something you have to look out for if you're in the school business. Because what they don't work out at home with their husbands, they bring to school. And the mothers were starting a riot because we didn't have a gym. So we built one. We built the arches while the mothers were still at school, but they went away for 3 weeks at Christmas. And when they came back, that's the model in the foreground, the gym was finished. It's a wonderful place. Bali is quite sunny and hot, and this gym cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $20,000, and it's big enough to play volleyball in. Morangi Foundation. People say, well, you have an international school. How are you giving back? Well, the earlier pictures you saw of the 50,000 bamboo plants are how we're giving back. We made contracts with 1,500 local Balinese families. They planted 15,000 bamboo seedlings. And within 7 to 10 years, they'll be producing timber. And they'll be producing, in 7 years, they'll be producing about 150,000 poles a year. And this is our kind of microcredit. We don't give them ornamental bamboo. We're not that interested in having more botanical species than the queen. We just give them bamboo that's great to build with. We have one from South America that's the strongest bamboo in the world. We have the black from Java, which is the most beautiful. And we have the biggest one, which is from right here in Thailand. It's an amazing thing to see this go in the ground, and 7 years later to have an incredible clump. It's kind of a perfect thing for an older man because you're never going to see the almonds from the almond trees. You also have to honor the gods. This is part of what we're doing. We live in a Hindu society. I'm not a Hindu, but I sure do love living between Hindus. And we celebrate all the local Balinese beliefs and traditions. And it's a beautiful thing to be part of. When the Balinese call the gods to bless, they're not calling the gods to bless all the people that wear green shirts or all the people that wear yellow shirts. They call the gods to bless all living beings. And as long as you've got a sarong on and you're properly dressed, and if you're a woman, you're not at the point of the month where you're, as they say, unclean, you're blessed. And it's an amazing place to be where people bless everyone. This is my son in the foreground. He's a budding bamboo builder. His name is Oren, and that's Cynthia in the back, being blessed. This is our favorite thing that came from Thailand. This is Kumar. He's originally from Jaipur. He was in Thailand. We stole him, and he's one of our greatest treasures. He's in charge of numbers and business, and he's going to make the world a greener place. Here's Heart of School. There's a little video coming. I realize I'm running a little long here, but the video I think is only 2 minutes. A little slow getting started, but once they got started, they went hard. We had to invent a kind of crisis to get this building built. Stay up here with me for a minute. They couldn't quite figure out what to do in the central tower. This is a 3-tower building. But eventually they got it, yeah, they got it together there, and up it went. Now the roof. I think the camera broke for a minute here. The roof takes a big jump, and I know they didn't do that overnight. There are something like 300,000 bamboo ties on the thatching in the roof. There we are. Heart of School. Oh, they missed the back roof there. Almost, almost. Yeah, last few days. Okay. Oh, roof. 3 months. It's 70 meters long. And if I were a smarter guy, I'd know how many square meters it was, but it's big. The architects had it on the plan. We did have a minute with architects. It was a cube, and it was called Administration Block. And I, of course, got involved and turned it into Heart of School. And it ended up being a spiral. And we had a lot of user input. We told them to go away, because I know how important the users are when you build a building. And we were just terrifically unhelpful, and we built it on the belief that build it and they will come. This is again the model that the craftsmen worked from. We dug some holes. We made 1 cubic meter foundations, which broke my heart, but the engineers wouldn't stand for less. We made them in a wonderful pattern. And we poured a little concrete, but we did manage to mitigate our carbon footprint on the concrete by not using rainforest timber for the formwork. It's bamboo. And it was so much fun. You've seen all this in the time lapse, but it's just